Alright, so one of the things that I would highly suggest for beginners to start working on when you just begin with the guitar is on picking. Just with the right hand, place your pick on the string and just go down, up, down, up, down, up. Just get used to this. Right? For a lot of people, they start with, because they want to learn songs, they start with a chord and they try to play chords and they do some strumming and strumming patterns, or even, two string chords. And that's fine. If you want to work with that, it's not a big deal. However, one of the things that I have noticed people struggle with as they move forward, when they want to play scales or improvise and things like that, a lot of times it's the right hand movement that they struggle with. It's not so much about speed as it is about the smoothness and the consistency of the movement. It should be a fluid like movement. Just the comfort of going up and down through the strings, right, and going from string to string to string. A lot of times, even this simple motion can be a little inconsistent like that, or they're bumping multiple strings at a time. And one of the things that you can really work on right from the start is just this very simple open string exercise. So there are roughly three ways that you can angle the pick. A lot of people like to angle the pick downward, so that's how they hold the pick. Right? So here's the pick and it's angled downward. Others like to hold it upward like this, right? And then you can also it's called flat picking, just place the pick flat on the string, not in any particular angle, and just go down and up, down and up. A lot of times beginners start with just downstrokes because this upstroke movement can be a little difficult and awkward. But I would recommend just working with it very slowly and intentionally. Just get used to this. You see, it's not about the speed. It's just about playing it comfortably, being comfortable, right? It's not a big arm motion. It's more in the wrist. Small movement. So I want a good sound going down, the same sound coming up. I do that 4 times, go to the next string. So I'm careful not to bump into any other strings or do anything else. The next string again. And then you work your way back up. So that little extra note. So that's what happens. But the idea here is smoothness. It's not about playing it super fast. It's about playing it smoothly. And so you can use the one tool that we love to hate, that's the metronome. And if you can hear it clicking over there, this is at 65 beats per minute. You can play along with the click. So just try to match the click. Down, up, down, up. Right? Then go down. It's tougher than it seems. Right? So that's the general idea. And you can go as slow as you need to go and as fast as you can go, but slowly building up the speed. Like I said, the idea is to focus on smoothness between each and every note. So then when you start playing your chromatic scale and your other scales, or even improvising, Take the chromatic scale for example. Right? Whatever that was, the idea there just to demonstrate moving between note to note smoothly, and that comes with the right hand and ultimately coordination. But you have to build up the strength and the technique in both hands together. And oftentimes, when we focus on things like the chromatic scale a little too much, now I love the chromatic scale, and so that's why I'm saying this. Oftentimes, when we can overemphasize just working on this one thing, and the assumption is that everything will just fall into place naturally, but a lot of times it develops, or we tend to focus on developing the left hand more than we tend to focus on developing the right hand. And so it's always a good practice to just work with right hand only exercises. Right? And when you're more confident, you can shorten the number of notes. You can do 3 notes. You can do 2 notes. Right? Things like that. And so I would really recommend working on that, taking some time initially. So this is targeted and aimed at beginners who are just starting. The movement, especially this upward movement, can be quite awkward. Repetition is the fix for that. The more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to be with it. All right, I hope that helps. Let me know if this works for you. If there's any questions or clarifications that you need, do let me know. Have fun.